Now for our Entre Nous segment on Paris Direct, and today is World Bollywood Day that commemorates the release of India's first feature-length film in 1913. That silent movie went on to create a behemoth which continues to grow and make an impact around the world. And we're going to talk more about the Indian film industry now with our Delano D'Souza. Hi, Delano.
Hi, Gina.
How big is Bollywood really?
Well, it's not big, it's huge, if you will, just if we talk about the sheer numbers. Now, each year, Bollywood churns out between 1,500 to 2,000 movies each year. Now, it makes it the largest film industry in the world by output. Hollywood, by comparison, releases between 500 to 800 movies a year. Now, depending on the kind of movie, budgets can vary from $4 to $40 million. That's well below what we see over in Hollywood. Now, Bollywood is based in India's financial capital, Mumbai, formerly known as Bombay. Now, while the number of films that come out of Bollywood is huge, it only accounts for around 40 to 50% of India's total film output. Bollywood movies are in Hindi, which is one of the main languages in India, and the rest of the movies are in regional languages, including Tamil and Malayalam. Now, despite high viewership rates in India, Bollywood films are popular across South Asia, including in places like Bangladesh, Pakistan, Nepal, and generally where there's a high rate of Indians living and working. So, the Middle East, Australia, the United Kingdom, the United States, and parts of Africa. In 2022, the domestic box office was valued at $1.6 billion, but Bollywood's global box office was valued at $2 billion.
So I often think of Bollywood movies as being musicals. Tell us a bit more about what kinds of movies Bollywood's famous for.
That's right. We do have a lot of song and dance, but I'll get to that because Bollywood is famous for the elaborate storylines. There's often family drama involved, forbidden love, and of course traditional Indian costumes depending on the storyline. Then there's often, as Jeannie alluded to, song and dance. One of the films which encapsulates all of this was the 2022 movie Devdas, which was screened at the Cannes Film Festival, starring one of India's most famous actors, Shah Rukh Khan, and Aishwarya Rai, who's global brand ambassador at L'Oréal and someone who's no stranger to France. Now, as you can see, for big-budget Bollywood films, the sets are elaborate, often over the top if it's a production by Sanjay Leela Bansali, who was behind Devdas. Choreography is a big part of the Indian film industry. In the 1998 film Dil Se, there was even a dance sequence filmed on top of a moving train.
चल छैया 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 चल छैया 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 चल छैया 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 चल छैया 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 चल छैया 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 छैया.
Now, the actress in that film, Malaika Arora, was only featured in a particular sequence in the movie, but the song Chaya Chaya remains a favorite to this day, and in fact was filmed where I went to boarding school on this mountain, so that's why I actually picked the song. Now, one of India's most famous composers is A.R. Rahman. His song Jai Ho with the Pussycat Dolls became a global hit after it was featured in Slumdog Millionaire.
Running like a fire, for you I will go all the way. I'm gonna take you higher. Keep it steady is how I feel it. This beat is heavy, so heavy, you gon' feel it. You are the reason that I breathe. You are the reason that I still believe. You are my destiny.
Now, while A Slumdog Millionaire picked up the Academy Award for Best Picture and Best Director, and even though it was filmed in India with a predominantly Indian cast, the movie by Danny Boyle is technically not considered a Bollywood production, but the movie did show how geographical barriers could be transcended. Jeannie.
So do mainstream Bollywood films get a lot of recognition on the global stage?
Well, in 2002, for instance, Lagan, starring Amir Khan, was nominated for the Oscars in the Best Foreign Language Film category. The movie did not win, but the story story of a group of disgruntled farmers beating the British at the game of cricket did resonate. Now, India will be hoping that a story also set in rural India, Lapatta Ladies, will bring home an Oscar. Just yesterday, it was selected as the country's official entry to the Academy Awards. The film is a comedy drama about two newlywed couples who board a train late at night and wind up with the wrong partners. But the mishap is only discovered after they each reach their respective villages. Take a look.
प्रणाम आपकी बाहू घूंघट ऊपर उठा लो बेटा सब घर वाले ही है ये कौन है रे
Now back in July, I interviewed the director of Lapatta Ladies and I asked Kiran Rao if she was surprised the film set in rural India had resonated with audiences in big cities.
Any dream worth having. Next time, I will
Set
show
in rural
you
India, but
is
it
a
does
dream
talk
worth
about
fighting.
experiences that are pretty universal when it comes to women. It's about following your dreams. It's about discovering yourself, discovering space for yourself within conventional family setups. And honestly, even though I haven't lived in rural India, I think it's an experience that I've had while traveling, while working. We have a non-profit in rural Maharashtra. So I've had a lot of observational experience, maybe not lived experience, but I did feel that a lot of what we were talking about was fairly universal when it comes to women.
Now, Lapatta Ladies discusses things like financial independence, education, and what's great about the movie is it sends across very subtle feminist messages without lecturing or shoving anything down audiences' throat. Jeannie.
That sounds great, and it's a great way to celebrate this on this World Bollywood Day.
And the movie is available on Netflix, so do check it out.
All right, fantastic. Thank you for that, Delano D'Souza.